Hey, good day to you. This is Todd. I am a regular dude walking in the Word. Hey, we're starting Genesis chapter 48 today. We are in Genesis, and we're getting close to the end. But with these last chapters, I have some fascinating details in them that is very significant. Okay, it's a lot of times when we're just reading through the Bible, we kind of blow over the stuff and we don't think about it a lot. But my purpose here is to show you some things that ordinarily we would just miss when we just read through it. Today it's entitled Inheriting Double, and it's taken from Genesis 48, verses 1 through 11. Okay? To understand this fully, you have to know that the oldest son, traditionally, in that time period, inherited double. Okay? And the way it worked was, if you had, we're going to use 12 sons here, because that's what happened here. If you have 12 sons, you divide everything up 12 ways, but actually you divide it up 13 ways, and then the oldest son gets 2 portions. Okay? So that would be the way it would normally work. However, Jacob he doesn't follow tradition, and he, well, you'll see the next chapter here, he's going to disqualify his oldest son, and his next 2 oldest is not getting the double portion, and he's just going to give it to whoever he chooses, and he gives it to Joseph here. But he doesn't outright give it to Joseph. You're going to see he does a little something different here, okay? And to understand this, you have to understand, too, that Joseph had 2 sons, and he had Manasseh and Ephraim, okay? So, follow along with me, and let's read here Genesis chapter 48, verses 1 through 11. Sometime later, Joseph was told, "Your father is ill." So he took his 2 sons, Manasseh and Ephraim, along with him. When Jacob was told, "Your son Joseph has come to you," Israel rallied his strength and sat up on the bed. Okay? And this was, we've read earlier through Genesis, this was a traditional thing. When you're about to die, you would, distribute your inheritance, really. Okay? And so here, verse 3, Jacob said to Joseph, "God Almighty appeared to me at Luz, in the land of Canaan, and there he blessed me and said to me, 'I am going to make you fruitful and increase your numbers. I will make you a community of peoples, and I will give this land as an everlasting possession to your descendants after you.'" I am pretty sure that Joseph would have already known this, and Jacob would have said this already to him. But he reiterates it in his last conversations he's going to have here, okay? Verse 5, "Now then, your 2 sons born to you in Egypt before I came to you here will be reckoned as mine. Ephraim and Manasseh will be mine, just as Reuben and Simeon are mine." Okay? Reuben and Simeon were the oldest sons of Jacob. But he's saying, I'm going to adopt Ephraim and Manasseh. All right? Verse 6, "Any children born to you after them will be yours, and the territory they inherit will be reckoned under the names of their brothers. As I was returning from Padam, to my sorrow, Rachel died in the land of Canaan while we were still on the way, a little distance from Ephrath. So I buried her there beside the road to Ephrath. That is Bethlehem." When Israel saw the sons of Joseph, he asked, "Who are these?" Okay. And verse 9 it says, "They are the sons God has given me here," Joseph said to his father. Okay, let me stop there. It's not like Jacob didn't know who these guys were. This was part of the ceremony, okay? Like you would have a wedding ceremony and you say, "Hey, who gives this woman to this man?" And then the father of the bride would say, her mother and I. So that's what, and the pastor, when he's doing the wedding ceremony, he obviously knows Okay, it's not a surprise like, oh, who is this? And it's the same way here. It's part of the ceremony. Then Israel said, "Bring them to me so that I may bless them." Now Israel's eyes were failing because of his old age, and he could hardly see. So Joseph brought his sons close to him, and his father kissed them and embraced them. Israel said to Joseph, "I never expected to see your face again, and now God has allowed me to see your children too." Okay, I'm going to stop there for today. What I want you to see here is this. It's very significant. What happens here is Jacob is giving a double portion to Joseph, but not in the traditional way. Okay, what he does is he adopts Joseph's sons and says they're mine. Okay, and any children born after you, after these two, they'll be in your name, okay? But these two will be in my name, in Jacob's name. So in essence, what he's doing is he's taken Joseph's inheritance and he's having two. So what would happen now is there would be, Jacob had 12 sons, okay? Now what's happened is Jacob now has 13 sons, okay? So hopefully that makes sense to you. Joseph is eliminated from the group, but his sons Ephraim and Manasseh are included in the group now. Okay, there are several reasons this is significant. One thing is because Joseph was married in Egypt and had an Egyptian wife. Okay. And everyone else was supposed to be getting, wives from the family and so forth, not, a foreign wife. And what happens now is that is worked around by Jacob adopting Joseph's sons, okay? And then Joseph's sons will marry someone else, not the Egyptian wife. So, and then it's a way for Jacob to bless Joseph and to give that double portion to him. And so those Ephraim and Manasseh end up being tribes of the 12 tribes of Israel, which is actually 13. But you're going to see as we go through the Old Testament here, there's going to be lists of the tribes at different times, okay? And Ephraim and Manasseh are always included, but there's always going to be another tribe that's always excluded to compensate. So it always figures out. Like, for example, Levi will be a tribe that's excluded, and Levi is a tribe that never had land given to it. It always had cities given to it because God said, I'll provide for you. And so they always lived in the cities. And so, anyway, hopefully that makes sense, what we're saying here. But it's fascinating how Jacob gives a double portion to Joseph, and this is the way he does it. All right? Thanks for watching. I'm just a regular dude walking in the Word, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow as we continue our journey through Genesis chapter 28. Lord's blessing. I'll see you then.